Hello, my name's Max and this is my W124 Superturbodiesel sleeper. Now, this 31-year-old car looks like something you'd see at a taxi rank, but during the summer months I make the odd trip out to half-mile roll racing or mile top speed challenges, and I give the opposition the willies because this car is actually really quite quick. It's not particularly surprising. On the rolling road it makes 541 horsepower and 550 foot-pounds of torque. That's with 2.4 bar of boost. Well, currently I'm running 3.1 bar of boost, so it's actually between sort of 550 and 600 horse. So yes, it's quite a rapid beast, but you'd never know it from the outside. Just look at it. It just looks like an old Mercedes because that's exactly what it is. But underneath, it's something quite special. I'm particularly proud of this car because I did a lot of the work myself in that little shed just there. So here, of course, is the main event, which is the engine. It's an OM606 Mercedes turbo diesel unit. It has 6 cylinders, 3 litres and 4 valves per cylinder. It's indirect injection, not direct injection. It has a Hulsa HX40 Super Turbo with a split housing on it and a 6-branch exhaust manifold from KKD. The turbo itself produces 3.1 bar of boost, and that is fed into some 3-inch charge pipes, which are very carefully radiused, and they go through that front mount intercooler there, which is mostly pokes out the bottom. The charge pipe comes back up this side and goes into the plenum, and you can see here it's modified. You can see all the welding around there and the welding for the sensors, and that charges the engine from that side. The fuel system itself is a Bosch mechanical fuel pump, which has had the 5.5mm elements replaced by 8mm elements, so it produces a lot more fuel. That in itself has a fuel provided by a regulated return fuel system, which is powered by Bosch 44 underneath the fuel tank. On top of that, we have a little bit of water meth, so I keep that in the washer bottle because it's quite a good screen wash as well. That's 50/50, 1200 cc, and at 20 pounds of boost, the pump down there pumps a bit of this water meth into the engine just to keep it. Does give it a bit extra power, but the main reason I use it is it keeps exhaust gas temperatures down. In fact, it knocks 200 degrees off the exhaust gas temperatures, which is absolutely fantastic. The engine is really quite sturdy, and we're well known for being particularly robust. This one revs beautifully. It revs up to 6,200 RPM, no problem, sweet as a nut. And yeah, have a listen to this. One of the standout features of this car when I first bought it was, of course, the condition of it, and the interior is no exception. It's absolutely fantastic in here. It's a really nice place to be. This, of course, will present a load of problems in itself. So, for instance, here we got the instruments. Now, they, of course, were originally connected to a ECU and the petrol engine, but of course now I've put a diesel engine in. None of it worked. So I managed to get all those to communicate with the diesel, including the speedo, which used to be mechanically driven and now is electronic, because of course I've changed the gearbox. Down here used to be the automatic selector, but not anymore. We now got a manual gear lever, and of course I had to build the gear linkage for that as well. I also had to build, of course, a reverse lockout, which you don't think of these things at the time, and then you have to produce it yourself. So what an absolute pain in the ass it was. But as a place to be, it's absolutely fantastic. Driving this thing around is absolutely great. It's a really nice, comfortable place to be.
Wow, yeah. Oh my God. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's a bit different.
Wow, that comes on hard.
And it stays on.
Yeah. Alright, that's the type of power I need.
That's what you're after.
That's the type of power I need for sure. Wow.
.205 section tyres, and between 550 and 600 horsepower are not great bedfellows. So this thing is really at its best at half mile and top speed challenges, where it's actually surprisingly quick. Over a mile, the best result I've had is 184.1 miles an hour. That's from a standing start, and that's a measured mile with a calibrated kit. So it's actually really quite rapid. In fact, it's 2 miles an hour faster than the new Ford GT650. And that doesn't have 4 seats and do 35 miles to the gallon. But yeah, as a car and as a driving proposition, it's absolutely fantastic. You can get your family in it, you can go places, and when you want to overtake things, it's absolutely comedy gold. You just fly past them. The kids love it. The wife is not overly impressed when I put my foot down, but there we are. She's getting used to it eventually. But all in all, it's everything that a sleeper should be, and what you'd want it to be. It's a really good car. I really enjoy the fact that no one tries it on. It means you can go places and just cruise about, and no one's trying to race you all the time. And then when you do want to use it, of course, it's got all that power there. It's really good fun.